William Shakespeare said, "Many a true word hath been spoken in jest."
Hello everyone and welcome to Blind Beauty. I'm Jennifer. I know I might look a little crazy today, but if you saw the title to this video, you know that it is a no brush makeup challenge that I did, and this is the final look right here. So if you want to see how I got it and some little tips along the way, I invite you to go ahead and keep watching. And if you haven't already done so, I'll also leave the giveaway link down below for you to go and check out that video. And remember, the more you comment and interact on social media and here, the more entries you get into the giveaway. So I do hope you enjoy this makeup look, and let's get into it! Alright, what do you say we get started here? First off, I do have all my products laid out in front of me here, and I'm going to take the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation, liquid mousse foundation, pardon me, in classic beige. But this might be a little light for me, but hey, that's okay. I'm gonna roll with it today, and we're going to just see if it looks okay. And I'm also going to be using my e.l.f. Matte Magic setting mist and set. It's a setting spray. So I'm going to put some of this in my hand, the foundation, and then I'll spritz some of the mist and set in it as well, trying to scoot back just a tiny bit. But that's what I'm going to do. Put some of this e.l.f. stuff into my hand. It is rather thick, so it takes a little bit to get it out. I'm going to put that in. I mean, this stuff, look at that. That can stand up on its own, practically. It's so thick. I think that's partly why I don't use it a whole lot anymore. But, you know. But it is a pretty decent foundation. Then I'm going to take the e.l.f. Mist and Set and spritz it right in my hand, because this is not supposed to be any actual tools, so we're going to mix it all together, rub my hands together, and then I'm going to just slather this stuff on. Let's slap it on. Rubbing it in. I mean, because I rubbed it between my hands a lot. A lot. I mean, look at that coverage, though, y'all. I mean, pretty decent coverage, if you ask me. But it is a little too light. Not too terrible, but a little too light. But just rubbing it in. Just doing some circular motions. Going down my neck to try to blend that it's not overly too light. I mean, foundation is the easiest part whenever you're trying to not use any brushes anyway, for me, because I typically like using my hands sometimes. That's how I started out, after all, you know. So you just take it, and I rubbed it between my palms like you're rubbing lotion together. And I'm taking my makeup wipe and wiping it all off my hands now. Yes, I will be using 2 or 3 makeup wipes, I have a feeling, in this video. But then I'm going to go in with my concealer. I mean, this is, you can tell, it's already gone matte. The foundation has. With that setting spray trick that I heard, it really does work. I'm taking the Maybelline Master Camo Concealer Palette. And I'm going to start out with the, well, let me grab my mirror. That might help a little bit, huh, y'all? Yeah. There is a little bit of a glow, but not too bad. But I'm going to take the peach shade, which is under the corrector side. The concealer shades, they have a yellow and a peach. I'm going to go in with the peach, that's the bottom one. I'm going to put that on the under eye area, focusing it right where I do have the most darkness. And do that on the other eye too. And I'll probably be speeding y'all up from time to time just because, you know, that way this isn't too terribly long. But if you like the ones where I do chit chat for the entire thing, let me know in the comments down below, because you know, I can do that, no problem, if you don't mind watching longer videos. But I put this in a small triangle. Now I'm going to go into the middle shade, the top one, the light shade, and I'm putting that on my middle finger. And I'm putting that in the same area, just kind of layering it right on top. And I'm just doing like fairly light pressure, because I don't want to cause damage to that area. And whenever you're doing under eye concealer, you want to make sure you get right up to your lower lashes, where you can feel your lower lashes against your finger.
Because there is darkness there too, so. This is a rather creamy concealer. I don't really care for the coverage of it, but, you know, this is something I found in Walmart a while back. Well, I don't know, a few days ago, week ago, 2 weeks, something like that. And it was on clearance for like $2, so I bought it. My little Walmart is a neighborhood market, so whenever they don't carry something, carry a product, then they end up clearancing out whenever they get returned that they do not carry.
Then I'm going to take that bottom shade, and I'm going to take that down the nose. You might be able to pay more attention than if, you know, you didn't use your fingers. And then I took some on my lower lip to cover a spot there too. And I actually mixed the light and the lighter shade and the darker shade too. I'm going to take this Minty Mint Lip Repair Balm by Skin Fix, and I'm going to put that on my lips. No, I'm not doing it directly from the tube either, y'all. Nothing is going to be done directly from the tube. Even mascara. So I'm putting some of it on the back of my hand here. Just a tiny bit. Then I'm going to put that on my lips, because my lips are feeling rather cracked and dry right now. So, and the lip color that I'm going for today, yeah, I don't want cracked lips. And whenever you're using your finger, you can tell more about where you're going. You don't have as much control, but you can still put on lip balm or whatever. So, and I just used a napkin to wipe all that off. Now I'm going to take my, this here is the e.l.f. Aqua Mineral, I believe, blush. I mean, it is bold, y'all. It is bold, bold. And that's what we're going to use first. Well, here in a moment, actually. I'm going to use the bronzy shade absolutely first. I'm just making sure my fingers are all wiped off and ready for it. I'm just going to use the mirror that's in this compact here. And the bronzy shade, I'm just dipping my finger in, and I'm going to go at the tops of the, like around the temple area. And I will take it just a little bit around the hairline as well. And I'm using my fingers to blend, blend, blend. Now I'm going to try to do a little bit of contour, even though this does have a little sheen to it. I'm going to be adding more contour. That's just a real light application. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blush that's in here, take the blush, put it on my finger. Actually, I'm going to do 2 fingers here. And then I'm going to take those 2 fingers and really rub them together. On my right and left hand, I'm just rubbing them together real good. Woohoo! Wow. Alright, y'all, here goes nothing. Putting it right on the where the apples of the cheeks will be and blending it back, or trying to. I don't know if this is going to look any good or not. Actually, I think let y'all be the judge for sure, but I think that's okay. It's not too terrible. But I can see the blush on my left side more. So usually if I can see it, I'm afraid I look like a clown. I can see it because typically I can't see blush on anybody. So if I see it on me, it's like, okay, then it's a little too heavy. Just saying, y'all, just saying. Then I'm going to take that setting spray, the Mist and Set, spritz it on my hands, rub my hands together, and just kind of dab it all over my face. So, I'm not looking too shabby so far. Now here's going to be the fun part. Y'all, I've never tried to do powder with my hands, but I'm taking the Coty Airspun powder and I'm putting some in the top of it. I don't want to go too crazy with it. And I'm going to dampen my fingers with some of the setting spray, and we're going to put this under the eyes. Just one little spritz, that's it. I'm using the the ring finger and the middle finger, and I'm going to put this under my eyes. Little tip, if you're using the powder with your hand, don't wear black like I did. I got powder on my shirt. I will go ahead and powder my T-zone a little bit. And yes, I will blend, y'all. And I think I will go ahead and go over the cheeks a little bit. Not a whole lot, you know. This and putting it down the neck a little bit too. There we go. Now the powder is on, I'm going to take more of that e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set. Grab my hands together. Yes, I'm doing this again because that helps take away the powdery appearance whenever you use it, whenever you're actually spraying it on your face. So I thought, hey, why not try it after just to see. Actually, that made it look pretty good if you ask me. Alright, let's move on to the fun part. Because yes, y'all, I am going to be doing eyeliner and everything, or try to at least, with my fingers. And I do not have long nails. For those that can't see me very well, I don't have long nails. I mean, my nails are not long at all. So my trying to do makeup with my fingers. Yeah, it'll be rather interesting. Doing eyeliner, my brows, whatnot, so yeah. But we're still gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it, y'all. We're gonna roll with it. Alright, I forgot to get my eye primer out. I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime. Now, no, I'm not taking it directly from the wand. Let me wipe this stuff off my hand over here. The Aqua blush. And I'm going to put it directly on the back of my hand. Anything that's liquidy or whatever, I'm going to be putting it, using the back of my hand to do it. And let me just do it a different way. Trying to get a little bit out this way. It's so low that it's like it's not wanting to come out of the tube very well. Actually, let's just take it and put it right on my fingers instead of the back of my hand. I don't think that's cheating if I do that. I mean, you gotta have something to put it on anyway. In order to put it on, you can't really dip your finger in a little bitty hole. And I'm putting this on the lid, slightly to the brow bone. Because y'all, I'm gonna try to seriously do a real eyeshadow look. I'm not gonna try to goof off and all that. This is gonna try to be a legit look. And I gotta do the other eye now. Putting it on the first two fingers, my pointer and middle. Dabbing this on the eye. Up to the brow bone. My dogs are over next to me on the bed playing in here. So if you hear anything, it's most likely them. They don't like to be out of Mama's sight. Alright, wipe that off. I'm weird about leaving stuff sitting on my hand for very long because I left the eyeliner from my video the other day on my hand a little bit too long, and yeah, it didn't want to come off. Now I'm taking the Kokie, or not, yeah, Kokie. The Airspun powder is by Coty, not Kokie. Coty Airspun. And then I'm using the Kokie eyeshadow palette, and this is in Bare It All. It has 3 rows of shadows. I'm going to take the top row, 3rd shade, it's like a matte brown shade, putting it on my pinky. People that have bigger fingers or whatever, I feel, you know, I feel for you because I have trouble getting my fingers to do what I'm wanting them to. And I'm putting this like right in the crease area. I'm going into that same shade with my ring finger now. And I'm going from inner corner to outer corner, and then I'm going back from outer corner back to inner corner. I went ahead and did my other eye. Now, what do you say we go ahead and add a little bit of shimmer to the eye. I'm going to take the shade in the 2nd row, very first shade, and we're going to put that directly on the actual lid here. That right there is on the lid. Now I'm going to go into the shade right next to it. It's the very middle shade. I'm putting that on my pinky. The shade right here. And then I'm going to put that in the outer corner. Now I'm going to take that shade right next to it, which is a chocolatey brown color. I'm going to put that really on the outer V, because I did it, that other shade I went about a third of the way in, I guess. So just a little more with that shade too, before I go into the chocolatey brown. And on the chocolatey brown shade, I'm going to put that more on the tip of my finger, rather than on the actual pad of the finger. Right there on the very tip. And I'm going to focus it right there, close to the lash line. And go right in the socket too. Now then, I'm going to take, I can't believe I'm going to do this, y'all. But I am going to take my black shade in this same palette and attempt to somewhat line my eyes. It's the shade at the very bottom corner here. If you're looking at it as third row, third column, I'm doing that right on the very, very tip, like right at the nail. So I'm gonna go right on, like taking my finger where I can feel the lashes on it and lining it. Actually, no, that ain't too bad. I'm going to take that brown shade that we used in the outer V last, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line after I do the middle shade. I'm going to basically use the two colors we used for the outer corner. I'm going to do those, like, I'm going to start out with we're using the second row entirely. I'll start out with this shimmery shade in the inner corner, then the medium brown will be towards the middle, and the darker brown will be at the end. But that right there is the eyeliner, at least as much eyeliner as I'm doing today. And actually, yeah, I was going to use a separate palette entirely for my eyebrows. Yeah, this will be a good teaching moment. Of course, not really in method, but, you know, in that you can use a palette like this to be very versatile. I'm going to use that very bottom middle shade. It's like a cool toned brown is the best way I know to describe it. And I'm going to put some of that on the very tip of my finger, pinky finger, like so. And I'm going to mix it with that dark brown too. So it looks about like that. And I'm going to use that to do my brows. Now, I've seen other YouTubers, Tati, Nikki Tutorials, and people like that go ahead and clean them up using concealer. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to use my finger and kind of blend. So I didn't do too shabby on them. That's what my brows look like now. Alright. Now I'm going to take this, the first shade in this palette, and I'll show you that here in just a second. And I'm also going to wet my fingers using the Mist and Set. It's this right here. It's like a shimmery white shade. I'm going to put that, mist my finger, like so. Dip it in that white shade. Ooh, creamy. Put that on the inner corner. Now I'm going to take that middle shade, it's pretty much like a stark white right there. I'm going to just dot that real lightly. Okay, I thought it was going to be lightly, y'all. I really did. Under the brow bone. But like I said, if you want something to be more pigmented, use your finger. Because I mean, it went on stark white. But just blend it by going back and forth. That helps to blend it out a little bit. I'm tempted to try to make the outer V's even more poppin', but yeah, no. But I am going to build up that lid shade just a little more. And I'm going to make it more pigmented by, that's right, wetting my finger. I wet it and then I like shake off a little the excess so that I'm not, you know, getting too much. Alright. Now, on this part I actually dread. I will admit that. I really dread this next part. I am going to do my mascara. I'm not using the tube. You know, not using the wand rather. I've got to use the tube to get the product out. But my hand, I've already cleaned it off. I'm using the Wet n Wild Max Volume Waterproof Mascara. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use it from the back of my hand. I guess this really wasn't the best mascara to use because it's not really liquidy. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch mascaras. Is I think the best thing for me to do, rather. Wipe this one off my hand. I'm gonna go in with one that I typically do like to use, and that is the Essence I Love Extreme Volume. Put some of that on the back of my hand. Got some on the back of my hand. Now I'm gonna try putting that on my lashes and see if that does anything. I'm just taking it and like going underneath and pushing up. That also will help to curl my lashes a little bit too. I can't really tell mascara did anything for me using my fingers, but you know, I can't say I didn't try to do it. They give a little bit of definition maybe, and I'm not putting on falsies. Sorry y'all, I don't do falsies typically anyway, so you know. But I'm going to take up this Hello Halo highlight from Wet n Wild. I've got Halo Goodbye. It's like a pinky shade. And I'm going to put on a little bit of highlight because I got a glow. I really do, y'all. And I'm going to put this on the back of my hand. I've already wiped off the mascara real good. I mean, look at that shine. Look at. So I'm going to put a little bit of glow on before I move on to doing anything else. And using my finger, I'm not as likely to muddy up my powder. Well, you can still, but well, I'm not as likely to. One side just doesn't want to blow as much for me. And I'm just using my middle finger and kind of dotting this on. Just like small patting motions is all I'm doing. On the tops of my cheekbones. And I'll take it down the nose. Just a little bit. Right between the brows. And that's it. That's it for highlight, at least. At least that highlight. Because, I mean, yeah. But now I'm going to go in and actually use my contour. And the contour I'm using is the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette in Dolce de Leche. Looks like this right here. I'm going to put the contouring shade on my ring finger this time. I mean, it's a little light, if you can tell on my finger there. But I'm going to use that. That's the finger I'm going to be using in carving out my contour from the upper part of the ear. Pull it down, like I'm trying to do to my mouth. I go to round about the corner of my eye. Yes, I am a bit of a perfectionist, y'all. If you didn't notice. It's just going to be a little bit harsher. Actually, it's not too bad. I've seen it worse. I've done worse with the brush. So, you know. Then I'm going to take the blush that's in my St. Lucia palette. Blush and Bronzer St. Lucia palette. Put some of that on my fingers here. Swirl that right on my cheeks and on up. Right on my cheek and on up. Moving on up to the east side. Alright, yes y'all, I had to do it. Just added a little bit of that. Do like little swirling motions and blend it back. And then, y'all, I gotta do it. I got to. Yeah. I'm going to use the e.l.f. White Pearl highlight. And add just a little bit more highlight, y'all. A little bit more. on top of that. Hello, halo. Using my ring finger to do this. And I'm even gonna go up like above the brow bone. Above the brow rather. And down like on the temple area. And since we really didn't get a decent enough glow, did it there. And I'm going to take a little bit of this same thing and go on the inner corner. Because for some reason that inner corner just doesn't want to pop just right. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to use the CoverGirl lipstick in Garnet Flame. Garnet Flame. And even though, yeah, it's easy to just whoop, whip it right on, I ain't doing that, y'all. I ain't doing that. I'm going to take it, make sure my hands are good and clean before I ever do this. I mean, I've been wiping them off anyway. I had like 3 of those makeup wipes sitting out in front of me that I've been using. But I'm out of makeup wipes, you know, out of the ones I had already set out at least. But I'm going to use my finger, rub it on here, right there. And yes, y'all, I will be using a mirror. If I'm doing it from the tube, I might not need a mirror, but whenever I'm not, just putting this on. This is a more pinky. But that right there is the overall finished look, and that's the color I have on my lips now, is the Garnet Flame. So taking my makeup wipe and wiping it all off now. But that right there is the finished look with my fingers. No tools involved. Let me know what you think, and if you want to try this, I tag each of you that want to try this, because it is rather fun and rather funny to see as well. So I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I do hope that you know, follow me over on Facebook, my Blind Beauty page, my Blind Beauty support Facebook group, as well as Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that jazz, and because I'd love to get to know some of y'all and chat with you and hang out a little bit. So thank you so much, and y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.